Well, calls for the whistleblower to come forward continue to escalate. It happened over the weekend, prompting the anonymous source to offer written testimony. 2 questions from Republicans. So can this make or break the left's case for impeachment? Former prosecutor David Bruno joins me now to discuss a little bit more. Thank you for joining us this morning, first of all.
Good morning, Heather.
So let's bring up one of the statements, amongst some others, of the whistleblower's attorney. Here's what he said. He said, "We offered both majority and minority to have the whistleblower answer questions in writing under oath and penalty of perjury. Obviously, per House rules, GOP is beholden to Dems. We, however, are not." And then let's listen to a response from some top Republicans on that.
You're going to change the course, the very fabric of democracy today, based upon someone wrote a written question of somebody that wasn't even on the phone call?
This is a person who claims to be a whistleblower. This person has a political bias.
The American people have a right to know who the individual is who started this whole thing.
So what is your response? Is this enough, the answering some written questions from the GOP?
Well, it's a good development. It's better than nothing. So it's a start. And I don't really think that the whistleblower is really that important because based on this complaint, there's a lot of hearsay. I mean, it's not like he has personal knowledge. He got it from other sources. So I think the most important thing about the whistleblower is to identify where his sources were. Okay. Where did he get his information? And then take that road down to try to get the actual witnesses with personal knowledge to testify.
Yeah, and interesting to add that they also said they will not answer any questions that lead to his identity. So that's the only thing that apparently is off the table. Whether or not we will see the full questions and answers, that remains to be seen.
Sure.
Let's talk about impeachment, though, because Americans are split on impeaching and removing President Trump. 49% saying impeach and remove, 47% do not impeach and remove. Is any of this going to make any difference? Does that surprise you?
No, I don't think this is going to make a difference at all because we see what's coming from the Senate. I mean, they're going to need 67 senators to impeach in the Senate, and if they can't get that, then this is just campaigning at its best for the Dems. Yeah. But what's going to happen this week? There are 4 people slate to testify.
Yes, we can bring that up, actually, as you get into this, what's happening this week and what we can expect. Bring up that full screen. There you are.
All right, so we have these 4 individuals. Now, to date, everybody that's testified has done so against White House directive. White House has said that there's blanket immunity for all of these current employees. And who's testified to date has been against what that directive has been. But I think that's all going to end now. I don't see any of those individuals actually coming. I think that the courts are going to have to determine whether or not there's a blanket immunity that the White House can rely on. And last week, there was 2 cases. It's Don McGahn and also Charles Kupperman that were in court, federal court last week. And the timetable for determining that specific issue, whether or not the White House can prevent people from testifying, got pushed back. The Kupperman case got pushed back to December 10th. And what that does, it really creates a problem for the Democrats' timeline because they want to push this to a vote by the end of the year. So if they don't get that answer and we don't get people coming in from the White House in front of this committee, well, then it could be possible that it's pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And we're 1 year from the presidential election. Right. So
but they could work in their, some of them may try to spin that and say that works in their benefit because they're trying to draw this out as long as they can anyway.
Yeah, but it's going to create a problem for their primary. They got primaries coming in, and they have senators that are running for president.
That's true.
Right?
Some of those close
Where
states.
are they going to have to be? They're going to have to be in D.C. They can't be campaigning.
And so, in the meantime, as a result, John Bolton does not have to testify, as he said he will not do.
Bolton has the same lawyer as Kupperman.
Got it.
So it's going to be the same exact legal issue, although it's a little bit different. Actually, they're both former White House employees, but certainly the issue on whether or not the White House can tell witnesses not to testify needs to be resolved in the district court to really move forward with this impeachment process. But
not going to be resolved anytime soon, apparently.
No,
Thank you so
not
much.
Until December 10th, at least.
Yeah, we appreciate you joining us.
Sure.
Going to be a busy, busy day. Week, actually.